All right, let's talk about something we all know. What you eat affects your health. But there's a connection we don't always talk about. Today, we're diving into how your diet has a huge impact on sexual health for men. It's a really crucial and honestly an often overlooked part of a guy's total well-being. So let me ask you something straight up. Is your diet helping you, or is it actually hurting your performance? Think about it. When it comes to satisfaction, is what's on your plate working for you, or is it working against you? You might be surprised by the answer.
Okay, let's get one thing straight right away. We're not talking about some magic pill or a quick fix here. This is about a real, direct, scientific connection between what you eat every day and your sexual function. That link is absolutely real, and just getting a handle on it, that's the first big step to making some positive changes.
All right, so let's start with the problem. How can something as basic as your diet actually create major issues in the bedroom? Well, it all comes down to what's on your plate day after day. You can really think of it like two different roads, right? Go down one path, and poor nutrition can lead to things like dysfunction, a lower sex drive, and just hormonal chaos. But if you take the other path, a healthy diet kicks off this awesome positive cycle. We're talking better blood flow, more energy, and balanced hormones. The difference is night and day. So, how does this actually work? Well, it's not just one thing, it's a few things working together. For example, a diet packed with saturated fats and processed foods, that can start to clog up your arteries, and that leads to a higher risk of heart disease, which is, a huge cause of ED. Then you've got all the sugar and bad fats, that just completely drains your energy, and your libido goes right down with it. It's also interesting that even some foods, if you eat too much of them, like a ton of soy, could potentially mess with testosterone levels. Look, when we talk about ED, at its core, it's a blood flow problem. It's really that simple. Blood just isn't getting to where it needs to be. And that's exactly why it's so closely tied to heart disease. So what's one of the biggest things that contributes to heart disease? Yeah, you got it. Your diet.
Okay, that's enough about the problem, right? Let's flip this around and talk about the solution. And here's the best part. The answer isn't some expensive pill or complicated medical thing. Nope. It's right there in your kitchen. You literally have the power to fuel your own performance.
And you know what? We don't have to make this super complicated. The road to better sexual health can be really simple, and it can start with the very next thing you eat.
Think of it like a domino effect. A really good one. It starts simple. You eat more whole foods, right? More fruits, more vegetables. What happens next? Your blood flow gets better all over your body. And that good blood flow? That is everything when it comes to sexual function. So, one small, good decision just keeps knocking over the next one, leading to a huge benefit.
So, here's the bottom line. When your circulatory system is running smoothly, everything else just works better. We're not just talking about helping to maintain an erection. It can actually make everything feel better, enhancing pleasure across the board. It's a total win-win. All right, so we've looked at the problem and we've talked about the solution. Now for the big question, what can you actually do? Let's get into the practical stuff. This is your game plan for building a plate that's going to work for you, not against you. Okay, think of this as your quick start guide. When you're putting a meal together, just think about these key pieces. Whole foods, that's your base, your foundation. Fruits and vegetables, absolutely essential for good blood flow. That's a non-negotiable. Lean protein is going to help keep your energy up and your hormones balanced. And yeah, healthy fats, they're definitely your friend here. They support the whole system. It's all about finding that right balance. And really, to wrap this all up, a quote from the Slow Down team just nails it. They say, a healthy diet improves your entire health, and because of that, it naturally supports your sexual function. See? It's not just about fixing one thing, it's about the whole picture.
So, let's end this where we started, with a question for you. Now that you've seen just how clear the link is between your plate and your performance, what's one simple thing, one small change you're going to make to your diet starting today? Because remember, that one little change, that's how the whole positive domino effect gets started.